time to make some resolutions, and we've got a short list of things that homeowners should.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 294 of Sold with Updike Pugh.
I'm Jeff Updike.
And I am Weston Pugh. And today we are going to tour a house that is on the east side of East Dallas. Well, actually, the east side of White Rock Lake. And it is a great neighborhood. If you're not familiar with this, we want to take you on a little tour. You will be impressed.
And in our second segment today, we're going to talk about home ownership resolutions. New Year's rolling right around, so time to make some resolutions, and we've got a short list of things that homeowners should resolve to do.
Sounds like a lot of adulting.
Some, yes.
Well, you know what? Before we jump into this week's episode, we want to take and show you the scenes from last weekend. We had our client appreciation party, and true to form, it happened almost without a hitch. We had a little bit of rain in the beginning and a little bit of rain at the end, but we pretty much threaded the needle. So let's see what we got.
So these are some really good friends, Corey and Jimmy and their two kids. These are a couple of Weston's friends and their daughter. That's our office manager, and her kids and her husband, who are really great office manager. I think we had a great Santa this year.
We did. He's there last year. The Roman right there on the left actually was an infant, and I helped show his parents a house when he was that little.
Wow.
This is Jules again. She's a sweetheart. She wasn't really digging Santa this year. That's a good picture. Chris and his daughter, they are always the first ones there.
They are.
Bar none. Oh, how you like that side eye?
Yeah. And we and stand around and chit chat, which was a lot of fun. Israel, God, Bill and Daryl, which are always fun.
Jack and Dave.
Yep.
They always come in early. Good time. They're the kids again, Roman and his two other siblings now.
And they were towhead blondes. The Barney, Amber, and I know.
Jason and his partner as well. And then your neighbors came.
My neighbors. Yeah, they're really great guys.
Overall, it was great. We had a couple hundred people show up.
Me and Kavita.
She's such a sweetheart.
She is such a sweetheart.
He told me no.
Yeah.
I don't know what I said to him. Alex and Karina, both of our past clients. Actually, Alex used to work for us.
Yeah. Karina works for our company now.
And this is the goats that actually will get on your back at the yoga. So
funny.
And there's Zach Attack.
Yep.
Holding the goat.
Couldn't have done it without him.
Not at all. Not at all.
A lot of fun.
So
that was a Christmas party.
It was a good time. We really did luck out though. But we want to thank everybody for coming. We think of y'all as our family and couldn't have had a better time with y'all.
So we're going to do something different, more Market Watch this week. And because we've skipped a couple of weeks in shows just due to Thanksgiving or holiday party. We just had so much going on. But we are going to compare November 2023 to the end of November 2024. And these are, usually we compare week to week. We thought it might be good to give you a year over year comparison. So the first market we're going to look at, this is the number in Dallas County at the end of November of last year. And there were, at the end of last November, there were 2,058 new listings that had come in for the year, or in the month, excuse me. There were almost 5,300 active listings. And then as those sold, there was about 3.1 months supply of inventory.
So pending is also at 1,299. Close was at 1,389. And rates, 7.1 for a 30-year conforming. Now let's take and jump over to what it looked like in 24. New listings, that is an increase of 96 to 2,154. We also increased pretty substantially the total active, and that almost hit 7,000. But what you're going to see here is the absorption versus the activity. That left us with a month supply of 4 months, which is almost up 27, 28 days.
And pendings, there were 1,441. Those were also up in November compared to last year. And then the number of closings that occurred was also up from last year to a total of 1,466 closings. And there were two rate drops, Fed rate drops last year, And those are reflected in what the mortgage rates were at the end of November of this year.
So what is really interesting, I think maybe we do it next time, is actually take and look at the appreciation rate between the 2 years for Dallas County, and then take and apply that to, say, a $550,000 home and see what the numbers look like versus the interest rate, because interest rates did not budge a substantial amount.
And the people that have been waiting for rates to come down, I think we're looking at the new normal.
They might be getting priced out of the market if they're not careful.
Yeah.
If they're tight on the budget, that could be an interesting thing to happen. So you actually sent me the funniest video that was talking about somebody was given a tour in a zoo, and it was a guy, and he goes, and here we have a buyer who's been waiting an entire year for the bubble to happen. It hadn't happened yet, and I was like,
it was
that guy
a time
is
lapse.
on.
It was funny. That was a time lapse from I think over the last 4 years, 3 years or 4 years, from people are waiting for the bubble to happen.
It was kind of smart.
So let's jump into our property. This is a really, really cool home. This is 8827 Forest Cliff Drive. This is in East Dallas. It's in Eastwood Park. Really a great, as you can see here, heavily treed neighborhood. Fantastic location.
This is also has really great access points. And so what we tried is how easy it is to get in and around. So you've got Ferguson. Ferguson is one of the larger highways that'll wrap around the backside or east side of White Rock Lake. It'll tee into 30. 30 then will allow you to head east and west. Going west will get you into downtown. I believe east, that's when you're headed out more Tyler. This is a really great way to get around, so you don't always have to, cross everything as far as like Abrams and Skillman. So overall, it is on the east side, but still a great place to live.
It is, and you're still not that far from Love Field. You're probably a 30-minute drive because you are a little bit more urban area. You've either got to go around the north side of the lake on Mockingbird, or come around on the south side. Both of those are going to be about the same. DFW is probably a 40-minute drive away because you're going to hit highways if you're going to zip through downtown and get out there pretty easy.
Absolutely. So one of the things over here is the Creative Arts Center. Creative Arts Center is a group that has put together classes and facilities that range from glass to ceramics, jewelry, photography, printmaking, just about everything. And it is a really well done campus. I believe classes run, I don't think they're semesters, so I think they run in like 3 to 8 week segments. So I took a photography class, and you've taken something there.
I did. I've taken a welding class here.
Oh.
Bill's done a ceramics class here. I think he did a lead glass class here. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the environment. I enjoyed the way the instructors taught. I mean, if you've got something you've never done, I won't say never welded. I welded probably when I was 16 years old for a summer.
Not creatively.
But not creatively. And so to come back and, I mean, they had you make several things along the way, and you had to be judged by the peers in your class. And it was fun. I really dug it.
And this is probably 3 minutes from this house.
Probably.
So this is really great. Also, one of the things we want to point out is the Bishop Lynch High School. Bishop Lynch High School is one of the few private schools in East Dallas that goes from K to 12. And it has a lot of history and a lot of legacy out here. Really big in the sports. I do know that, like, my nephew, when he went to private, he played Bishop Lynch quite often when they got to the finals in the different state sports.
Casa Linda Plaza is right at the corner of Buckner and Garland Road. And if you know this part of town, you know that a lot of this neighborhood vibes off how well Casa Linda Plaza does. And the vibing that it's done over the last 10 to 15 years has really spread to the other four corners. There were a couple of corners there that were a bit junky for a while, and they're not anymore. It's really a great kind of center hub of the Casa Linda neighborhood.
I'm jealous. They have an Elliott's over there now. And then Rodeo Goat took up when Highland Park Cafe left, and now it's back there. So lots of great elements over there. And I love I bet if we looked, I bet you could almost, there's somehow they have kind of like replicated or refigured how to make it look a little more like Highland Park Village, the way that they've done the outside.
I would totally agree with that.
So let's jump into this. This is 8827 Forest Cliff Drive, and this is in 7.5. This has really nice appeal. One of the things that if you're looking at it and you thought I could never afford a house with a metal roof, guess what? This one has a metal roof. It is an amazing element. We won't press into the situation about insurance, but it is a huge value add moving forward over the next 5 to 10 years. When you walk inside the house, we have, I believe that's called Imperial Brown on the floor as a granite, and it swings open, and you've got a really open concept. So the dining room, and then you've got an office that opens into both the living room and the kitchen. This is a really smart configuration. It is one of the things that we see a lot of buyers looking for an entertainment home, and this has that all the way around.
And this is how you can see if you've just stepped into that entry and turned more toward the living room and dining room, how open it is. Like as Weston was saying, the ability, the flexible configuration is really nice. You have a focal point that faces back the other direction into a brick fireplace. This is kind of standing in the middle of the entire openness there, looking at the kitchen. Great area for the central bar. Here's where you can see that focal point as it goes back in toward that brick fireplace. And these guys have really chosen good colors, I think. You know, a lot of times we go into houses and we'll tell people, oh, you know, you need to neutralize. These guys have picked the right tones for this to go through this house.
Absolutely. They're past clients of ours. We help them buy and sell a couple of properties, and this is just, they're meticulous in the way they handle their houses. And as you can see, this is what one of them uses as their office. What I love about this is the floors are impeccable. And so the floors run throughout the house, all very well cared for. And I'm bringing that up now because as we come upstairs, you can see that they put those floors upstairs as well. And so this is a large second living room area, entertaining area. You can see here you've got another area if you needed to have yet another desk. But this adds versatility to this house that so many homes in this area don't have. And that's why we think this is going to be one of the houses that's going to really get a lot of attention.
And this is the first bedroom on the first floor. This is on the front of the house. As you can tell, this is still a really good sized bedroom, probably 13 by 13. This is more standing over in the corner looking back. It does have a full closet there and direct access into the hall bath, which has been nicely redone.
Absolutely. So you're not going to see it, but they've done the backsplash and the tile really well. And this does open into the hallway, so it does act as your powder bath. Going on down that hallway just a little bit, you get into this second bedroom. This is also one of their offices, smartly done with the sliding doors over the closet. Moving to the back of the house, we all again continue with the plantation shutters. This room is larger than I expected. This is the master.
That's a king size bed.
It is, and there's a room for, they have more furniture that we didn't feature. This is a walk-in shower. The tile starts there on the left-hand side of the image. You also have directly behind, if we were standing there, a large walk-in closet.
And the outdoor space on this is as incredible as the indoor space. This is the covered patio area, slate flooring that was put in. These are the concrete pads that take you out over to the barbecue area. As you can tell, this I love how they built this little pergola-esque thing that really kind of defines.
Like an architectural element that helps you both light up, but then also hold the value for this area. Pizza oven, we fired it up just to kind of give you the warmth and show you how it worked. Wish we would have bought dough and actually cooked out. So one of the things that they also have done, smart landscaping throughout. So we've got a pathway that's done in flagstone, as you can see here a little bit better, which also allows them to have multiple little flower beds that are easily maintained. It also has turf grass. This house is very easy to take care of. And one of the things that they like to do is they like to do a little bit of vegetable gardening in that raised flower bed that they have there out of stone. It all makes a lot of sense.
And this is looking at the backyard from the alley. The key thing we wanted to point out is that not only do you have the 2-car garage, you've got a 2-car carport as well.
So swinging back in, they also have flower beds that run down the side, and I think they have peppers that are growing there. They have an additional pergola in the back for outdoor seating, which I think is really smart. This is a wonderful neighborhood. a lot of the houses in this. It is priced at $525,000. It is $207 a foot. This is an amazing house, not quite yet on the market. What we're going to do is actually have additional, well, we're not going to do that yet because it's not on the market. So if you want to see the other pictures that we have, let us know. Just email us.
Yeah.
We can actually send those to you. If you'd like to see it or talk a little more about that, I believe we have the seller's disclosure as well. Let us know. We can be sure to get that to you.
And with that, we'll be right back.
Did you know there are a lot of ways you can keep up with us? For starters, every Wednesday at noon, we host Sold with Updike and Pugh, live from our Facebook and YouTube channels. Our show is dedicated to featuring some of the best homes in the Dallas market and about sharing timely information about market trends. But don't worry if you missed the show, because you can always listen to iTunes and Spotify.
Still want more? Follow us on Instagram, where you get a first-hand look at what it's like to be a realtor. And it's not always previewing homes for clients or getting them ready to go live in MLS. Lastly, visit our website and you'll be able to create a custom home search tailored specifically to your wants and needs that's timely and accurate. Whether it's square foot, location, or the neighborhood, we have you covered.
If you'd like to know how much your home is worth, we can help with that too. Just visit homeprice.fyi, enter a few pieces of information like your home address, and we'll email you a price. When you're ready to talk real estate, you can reach us online, by phone, or by text at 214-377-2223.
And remember, we want to be realtors for life.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the second segment, episode 294 of Sold with Updike and Pugh. I'm Jeff Updike.
I'm Weston Pugh, and he came in hot on that second segment.
Go.
Let's do it. So what we're going to talk about in this second segment, we're going to talk about New Year's resolutions for homeowners, aka homeownership adulting.
Yes.
Should have called it.
Homeownership is not for children.
It is not for children. Good Lord.
Maybe for condos, step in, townhouses, or middle of the road, but owning a house is adult.
And Jason is constantly like, we own a house. I'm like, yes, we do. And it lives and it breathes.
Oh, that's right.
All right. Bring it on.
So, number one, New Year's resolution for homeowners: build an emergency fund. There are 6 things we're going to talk to you about here, and it is incredibly important. There are lots of ways to do this. We've given you several little apps up here that can help you with it. I think one of the first goal in doing this should be to at least have enough money saved for your insurance deductible.
I was going to say the exact same thing. That is the biggest thing, because that is the one that's going to catch in the shorts if you're not careful. So anyway, that is a great one. Zach did a really good that will allow you to help achieve this goal. I'm not going to endorse any of these, but there is a lot of things, a lot of product out there to help you get that money saved.
Number 2, perform an energy audit. This is incredibly important, and there are companies out there within certain zip codes that will do energy audits for free, and because what they're wanting to do is they are incentivized by the power companies, Encore, TXU, Reliant. They're incentivized and paid to go tell homeowners how to improve the efficiency on their home, and in many cases can do a lot of the work for free. Federal energy saving legislation.
I would also encourage you to use a neutral third party, because if you have an AC company that comes out and does a blower duct test, of course they're going to find something wrong. If you come and have a window company come out, of course they're going to find something wrong. Hire a neutral third party. And number 3, review your insurance policy. Good God, review this thing. This is one of the, you never know until you need it, and it's a problem. This is one of the easiest things to take care of right now. Item on the list
is checking all the batteries on your smoke, your CO2 alarms. It is a good time to change batteries in any cameras, change batteries in any doorbells that you have. It has become even more important to make sure that your home is secure, that you know how to lock it, you know you're in control of it.
Absolutely. It is your living investment. Next on the list, is going to be create an emergency kit. And this is interesting because I don't feel like we needed these until, what was it, February of 2021, when Texas turned into the North Pole. These are very simple, but if you don't have them, it becomes a problem. The only thing that I would like to add onto this is to verify that you have propane for your barbecue pit or barbecue grill, because sometimes that's the only way you have to heat up food.
That's very true. So create an emergency kit.
Oh, there's a propane heater, but I've actually cooked on my grill.
And number 6, maintain your resolutions.
Oh,
Just do it.
Just adult.
Just adult. Just do it.
Stay consistent. Just do it.
So we hope you found this helpful. If there are anything that you'd like to add to the list, just throw them in the comments. If there is anything that you'd like for us to talk about, just let us know.
And just remember, as always, we want to be your realtors for life.
You can reach us online, by phone, or by text at 214-377-2223.
And remember, we want to be your realtors for life.